Hello and welcome to Florence. I'm getting back from Oltre Arno to the old city center. And I'm crossing another famous bridge, Ponte a Santa Trinita. Holy Trinity Bridge, named for the ancient church nearby. Ponte Santa Trinita is the oldest elliptic arch bridge in the world. The bridge was constructed by the Florentine architect Bartolomeo Ammanati from 1567 to 1569. Of course, there were several constructions before on the same place, but they all were destroyed by fire and flood. The bridge was also destroyed by a retreating German army in the Second World War. It was reconstructed in 1958. 4 ornamental statues of the seasons were added to the bridge in 1608 as part of the wedding celebration of Cosimo II de' Medici with Maria Magdalena of Austria. The whole history of Florence is tightly bound with the Medici family. You can see the coat of arms of Medici on many buildings and in many churches. They were not only a banking family. Medici accumulated a huge wealth and also tried to affect political and religious trends globally. For instance, they were organizers of well-known Council of Ferrara Florence in 1438-1445. It was the most notable historic effort towards achieving ecumenical unity, in other words, joining Orthodox and Catholic churches. The Bank of Medici was the largest in Europe during the 15th century and facilitated their rise to political power in Florence. Medici also reached the highest religious and political power as they have produced 4 popes of the Catholic Church: Leo X, Clement VII, Pius IV, and Leo XI, and also 2 queens of France, Catherine de' Medici and Marie de' Medici. In 1532, the family acquired the title of Duke of Florence. Column of Justice is an ancient Roman column re-erected by Florentine Medici dynasty in the Renaissance as a freestanding victory monument with a statue of Justice at the top. It stands in the Piazza Santa Trinita. The column was originally installed in the Baths of Caracalla in Rome and was given by Pope Pius IV to Cosimo I de' Medici. The transportation of the 50-ton, 11-meter-long column from Rome to Florence was an immense challenge. With many adventures, it was transported by Tiber to the sea and then to Arno River. The transportation took more than a year. Inner yards of many buildings are also amazing. Here took place some modern art exhibition not interesting to me. The monument of Giovanni delle Bande Nere. It was originally commissioned by Cosimo I de' Medici in 1540 to commemorate his father, Giovanni delle Bande Nere, the successful condottiere from Medici family. Condottieri is the name of the Middle Ages private armies. They served to popes and anybody who would pay. The statue was controversial from the start. It was debated if a depiction of armed soldiers should serve a monument in the church. However, it was also debated if such a warrior as Giovanni, who marched most of his life, should be immortalized while sitting down. Here is magnificent cappella dedicated to Medici. It is also fantastic inside, and it was partially designed by Michelangelo. A yard of Riccardi Medici Palace, the first palace of Medici family. You can also see Medici coat of arms, several circles on the field. Some claim those circles are peels, referring to legendary originator of Medici family, who was a doctor by Karl the Great. Some say those are coins, referring to the bank. The city is turning on Christmas lights. Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. So huge and magnificent on the one hand, and so many tiny details. Unbelievable. It was built on the old church site, and the old church was dated to 393. City Council approved the design of the church in 1294. And the building of this vast project was to last 140 years. In the process took part young Leonardo da Vinci. He worked in the workshop of a sculptor Andrea del Verrocchio, who made a gilt copper ball atop the lantern. I totally recommend going up to the cupola and to the bell tower. The view is fantastic. It makes sense to buy a multi-ticket so that you can visit both viewpoints and also Baptist area and museum. Basilica of Santa Croce in Florence. It's Italian for Basilica of Holy Cross. It's a basilica of the Principal Franciscan Church of Florence. Construction also began in 1294 and took about 150 years. The big square in front of the church is occupied by one more market. The weather is getting worse. Not much winter holidays vibes with such rain. And now I'm going towards Piazza del Signora to see Palazzo Vecchio. Palazzo Vecchio, Old Palace, is the town hall of the city. In 1299, the commune and people of Florence decided to build a palace that would worthy to the city importance. That should be more secure and defensible in times of turbulence for the magistrates of the commune. There are many monuments, including a copy of Michelangelo's David statue. It's interesting that the statue was originally made to be placed in the cathedral. I can't imagine how a conservative traditional Christian would feel entering the church with such sculptures. That was supposed to blow people's mind, for sure. The Fountain of Neptune was also commissioned by Medici. It suffered damages from almost the moment it was unveiled. Shortly after the unveiling, locals began to use the fountain as a wash basin for laundry, causing a damage and discoloration for the marble. Afterwards, many times Fontaine suffered a great deal of vandalism between 1580 and 1989. Finally, on August 2005, a vandal attempted to climb Neptune, which resulted in a loss of a hand and broken trident. It is interesting how ancient myths and gods combined with Christianity in Renaissance. Interesting attempt. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.